Welcome to Penguin Day. Today we will be sharing with you some things we've learned about penguins in Antarctica. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. For our first poem, we will be doing in praise of penguins. These funny birds in fancy clothes may waddle in the snow, but when they reach the icy sea, just watch how fast they go. Their song sounds like a donkey's bray. They cannot soar or fly, yet penguins manage very well, and let me tell you why. Their feathers keep out water, their blubber keeps out cold, their wings make perfect paddles because they do not fold. Their tails are good for steering, they break with both their feet. So tell now, from all you've heard, aren't penguins neat?
Yes.
Woo! That was great. Our next poem is The Nest That the Penguin Built. This is the nest that the penguin built. This is the egg that lay in the nest that the penguin built. This is the rookery that protects the egg that lay in the nest that the penguin built. This is the chick that was born in the rookery that protects the egg that lay in the nest that the penguin built. This is the fish that was eaten by the chick that was born in the rookery that protects the egg that lay in the nest that the penguin built. This is the sea that was a home of the fish that was eaten by the chick that was born in the rookery that protects the egg that lay in the nest that the penguin built. This is the seal that waits in the sea that was the home of the fish that was eaten by the chick that was born in the rookery that protects the egg that lay in the nest that the penguin built. This is the feather from the mouth of the seal that waits in the sea that was the home of the fish that was eaten by the chick that was born in the rookery that protects the egg that lay in the nest that the penguin built. Swim fast, penguins! Grant will now explain the Antarctic Food Chain. A food chain shows how each living thing gets food. We learned how God created the Antarctic Food Chain. Algae. Krill likes to eat algae. Fish like to eat krill and they also eat algae. Penguins like to eat fish. Krill and they also eat algae. Penguins like to eat fish, krill, and they also eat algae. Seals like to eat penguins, fish, krill, and they also eat algae. Whales eat everything. Up next, Libby, Avery, Leah, Jasmine, and Evan will read a poem called Penguins. In the Antarctic Circle, where temperatures are so low, penguins live in rookery on the rock, ice, and snow. Penguins have thick feathers which keep them warm and dry. With stubby legs they waddle, they have wings but cannot fly. On land they may seem clumsy with their flippers and webbed feet, but penguins are fast swimmers. They hunt for fishy treats. Penguins are great parents. They keep their babies warm. They feed them and protect them from the harsh Antarctic storm. But to the penguins ever play since they cannot fly around if they toboggan on their bellies. That's what they do for fun. Our class came up with some words about penguins we would like to share with you next. Parents, protect, polite, protective, E is for elegant, emotional, enormous effort. N is for nice nest makers. G is for gray, giant, graceful. U is for unusual, unique, underwater. I is for incredible, interesting, and ice. N is for naughty and neat. Penguins! For our final presentation, our class will be performing the play Tacky the Penguin.
There once lived a penguin. His home was a nice icy land he shared with his companions. His companions were named Goodly, Lovely, and Angel. The penguin's name was Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird. Every day, Goodly, Lovely, and Angel greeted each other politely.
Hello. Good morning. How are you two? Good. I'm good.
Tacky greeted them with a hearty slap and a loud,
What's happening?
Goodly, Lovely, and Angel always marched.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tacky always marched.
1, 4, 8, 100, 1,000, 200, 1,000, 0.
His companions were graceful divers. Tacky liked to do splashy cannonballs.
Cannonball!
Goodly, Lovely, and Angel always sang songs like Sunrise on the Iceberg.
La 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 la.
Tacky always sang songs like
How many toasts does a fish have? How many toasts does a fish have?
Tacky was an odd bird. One day the penguins heard the thump, thump, thump of feet in the distance. This could only mean one thing. Hunters had come. They came with maps and traps and rocks and locks, and they were rough and tough. As the thump, thump, thump grew closer, the penguins could hear growly voices chanting,
We're gonna catch up pretty penguins and we'll march them with a switch. And we'll sell them for a dove and get rich, rich, rich.
Goodly, Lovely, and Angel ran away in fright. They hid behind a block of ice. Tacky stood alone. The hunters marched right up to him, chanting,
We're gonna catch them pretty penguins and we'll march them with a switch. And we'll sell them for a dollar and get rich, rich, rich. What's happening? We're hunting for penguins. That's what's happening. Penguins? Do you mean those birds that march in a row? 1, 4, 8, 100,000, 0.
The hunters looked puzzled.
Do you mean those birds that die so gracefully? Cannonball!
And he did a splashy cannonball. The hunters looked wet.
Do you mean those birds that sing such pretty songs?
Tacky began to sing, and from behind the block of ice came the voices of his companions, all singing as loudly and dreadfully as they could.
How many toes does a fish have? How many wings does it have? I wonder. Yep.
The hunters could not stand the horrible singing. This could not be the land of the pretty penguins. They ran away with their hands clasped tightly over their ears, leaving behind their traps and rocks and locks and not looking rough and tough. Goodly, Lovely, and Angel hugged Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird, but a very nice bird to have around.